If nobody really knows who I am, here's a little bit about who I am. I used to, when I had a car and two kids, if I had five kids, like I would go out of my way to help like veterans or my uncle and a couple other veterans, like bringing them food bank and because they, or I'd take them to the food bank or I would deliver it to them knowing that they needed, even though they would tell me they didn't. And it was very stressful when I had my little girls, and now I'm just trying to get them back. But I did those things, and yes, it was very stressful. But I did those things because I love people, and I know how hard it is not to have a car, not to have this, not to be able to do anything. And the sad thing is, my mama told me that she cannot die. I mean, she passed away in 2015, but she told me she could not die because she had to stay in this world to help me take care of my finances. And I told her, I said, Mom, because another thing is, let me finish this real quick. I'm a CNA. I used to be, and I would make so much money. But when I'd go to help some of these patients that they would send me to for the 2 hours or whatever, they didn't have food or they didn't have their pills or no money. And I would take the money that I would have made that day and spend it on those people. And I never had any money, but God has always provided. God has always somehow, and my mom didn't understand that. She was mad at me. Um, she didn't understand. I tried to tell her that God would provide. Although I sit here and I've not seen my little girls since 2019, and I've done nothing but help people since I can remember, since young. Like I tried to make somebody smile every day. I have tried my whole life, and it's like people forget, or I don't know what happens. All I know is that I have tried my whole life to be good. And I am, that is really who I am. I'm not talking about you behind your back that I ain't going to say to your face. I try to defend people no matter where I go, whether they're guilty or not, because sometimes they might not be guilty. But people always just want to point the finger and then they want to go out and do with the crime because they know they're going to get blamed for it anyways. And I have so much faith in people. They let me down, and I'll do it over and over again. I'll even help the devil up off the ground over and over again, knowing he's going to push me down. You know why? Because I know that when I die, I have God at the end that has my hand. But who has the devil's? I'm not trying to do devil's work. I just don't think anybody should be on the ground.